Coaches, are you looking for a simple way to fundraise for uniforms, preseason tournaments, equipment, or anything else? Check out Rally Around Us, an easy-to-use online service that makes fundraising the least of your worries. Athletes can build out contact lists with real-time donation alerts. Your supporters can donate right from their phones. You can build custom campaign pages, and everything flows seamlessly into an easy-to-use dashboard for you as a coach. Get your team started for free at rallyaroundus.com. After all, no one really wants that cookie dough anyway.
The non-conference schedule is in the books, as this week all high school football teams in the state move into league play, setting the stage for some interesting matchups and rivalry games. Our quick trip game of the week will take us to Markesan, where the Hornets welcome in Waterloo in a matchup of unbeaten teams from the Eastern Suburban Conference. Waterloo's Eugene Wolf is third in the state with 493 rushing yards so far. In rivalry games, Darlington will take on Mineral Point for the 120th time this week, as theirs dates back to 1894. The M&M game is one of the state's most well-known rivalry contests, with Marinette taking on Menominee, Michigan, as the towns sit just across the state border from each other. Another Menominee, this one the Mustangs from Wisconsin, will face off against Chippewa Falls for the 109th time this week. Baraboo moved into the top spot of the Division III coaches poll, a position the Thunderbirds aren't accustomed to after just 2 playoff appearances in the last 15 years, but they'll put their fresh new number 1 ranking to the test this week against Monona Grove. In the Fox Valley area, unbeaten's Kaukauna and Appleton North will square off, while Oshkosh West makes the trip to Neenah, and Freedom welcomes in Little Chute in a battle of ranked Division IV squads out of the Northeastern Conference. This has been a WisSports.net Minute. Check us out online at WisSports.net and search iTunes for the WSN podcast.
Are you ready?
Lead. Frederickson open for 3 in the corner. Shot is good. 10-2. Haig skips over to Frederickson on the left wing. 3 is up. Shot is good. Frederickson answers back. Vikings take the lead. 25-23.
Bringing you the Vikings Sports Network live on your computer or mobile device.
Crosses over to his left, drives the lane, goes up strong, tough shot off the rim, and bounces in! And Myler heading to the free throw line for a 3-point play opportunity. 1:02 remaining fourth quarter. Myler looks to drive in the lane, goes up strong off the glass and in. Vikings take the lead. Lazar to inbound, gets it into Epping, back to Lazar, 10 seconds remaining. Lazar dribbles to his right, gets it to Epping, flips it to Frederickson, fakes the 3, now looks to drive. Shot fake, tough 3 is up, and good!
Oh my God!
Frederickson
for the
win! Reckner at the free throw line. 7.2 seconds played. First one is up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Mueller. 6 seconds to play. Gets it to Thomas, left side. Shot to Kelsey is up and no good. Rebound, Myler. And the Vikings are heading to the state semifinal for the first time since 1941. As the Vikings get over the hump and are heading to the Kohl Center.
And a good Friday evening to you from Sauk Prairie High School. It's the home of the Sauk Prairie Eagles here on Wisco Radio. The Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings on the road here in week number 3. Joined by Blaine Bestel here tonight. Brad Richardson, happy to be with you here on week number 3. Back-to-back weeks for me here broadcasting this Vikings team coming off an exciting win last week in overtime versus Monroe. And tell you what, you're not going to see too many other high school games with that much drama, that much excitement. That was one for the ages last week.
It really was, Brad. And that's one of those where you watch it back, and the Vikings, I know this is the mentality that they have, and you may hear it from Coach St. Arnold here in a little bit, but you watch it back, you celebrate the win, great overtime victory last week. You come into this week, you're 0-0, right? You're looking for 1-0. Coming into this week against Sauk Prairie tonight. So while it was a fantastic victory, one for the ages, we've said it multiple times, one of the best high school games we've seen in a long time. It's fresh slate here for both teams coming into week 3.
Yeah, week 3 here. Sauk Prairie 0-2 coming in. They've struggled scoring points here in 2021. Of course, the Vikings 2-0 defeating Racine St. Cats. And last week, Monroe. We'll take our first break. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets. Millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Wisconsin high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Dr. Steven Samuelson and Lauren Ta are your local eye care professionals. Any time of year is a great time to schedule your optical exam and your eye care needs. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care, 437-3377 to schedule your eye exam today. 437-3377. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to Sauk Prairie High School. Brad Richardson and Blaine Bessel with you here tonight. So the 2-0 Vikings taking on the winless Sauk Prairie Eagles here in week number 3. We'll take our final break and make sure we have time here for our pregame show with Coach Brett St. Arnold here on Vikings pregame show on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back to our Wisco Radio pregame show, joined by Vikings head coach Brett St. Arnold. Brett, here we are, week 3. Great to talk with you again.
Nice seeing you. Thank you for having me again.
Well, here we are. You're 2-0, Brett, and has to feel really good coming into this Sauk Prairie week 3 week. You're on the road here. Just talk about, kind of the last, whatever it is, 4 weeks here. You went down to Racine. You win last week, an exciting game at Monroe. Had to feel really good here, just in general, coming into week number 3.
A big program culture win last week against Monroe, considering Monroe has all the power football they run, and then being able to match Racine's speed the week before. I mean, Racine might be the fastest team we see all year. And as far as physicality, I don't know too many teams that, there'll be teams that probably match it, but there probably won't be too many teams that are more physical than Monroe. So it was nice to see us respond to both sides of the spectrum. And then coming into tonight, Sauk Prairie, good program. I mean, Iverson, although he's not here anymore, established something really good here for them. And you can tell they're coached well, from the time that Iverson is here, and he's got some good assistants. He did a really good job of making sure that. So we know we're going to have a battle in our hands, and this is our rival. I mean, this is our rival. So we like I told the boys this week, yeah, you're 2-0, but the 2-0 is all non-conference. Now it's conference. This means playoffs. This is playoff. What it means, if you win those games in conference, that's what gets you to playoffs. The non-conference games don't matter. So now we're here in a playoff or a conference game, which is, to me, as I said, is a playoff game. considering the last couple of years where we've been, we're at this point now. I said, you guys can't get overconfident. Got to come in here, take care of business, and do what you need to do. And if we come out of here and do the things that we need to do, I'm hoping that we come out of here 1-0.
Well, a little recap from last week, Brett. And we mentioned the exciting overtime win. Had to get through some adversity, but week one is running game. And last week, Monroe, I imagine, were really trying to stop the run, make you a little bit more one-dimensional. And tell you what, the offensive line, your quarterback Colton Schaller and your receivers, I thought did just an outstanding job.
Fantastic. I mean, it was awesome to see Colton make those reads last week. I mean, some of those, like Coach Ballback and I were talking too, he said the same thing. I've never seen a quarterback throw the fade on a flood route, and he threw the fade perfect to Steiny. I mean, you look at the film too, it was actually a touchdown that Steiny had there. They called us out at like the 2-yard line, but he actually scored. I mean, what a throw. I mean, that's just one of those things that Colton saw on the field, and considering the limited amount of time that he's actually had at quarterback, it was really, really impressive. And then our receivers making big catches. LJ in that 4th and 6 in overtime, and Paul a couple times across the middle, Steiny, and then Wyatt Dino, and everyone that just contributed to the pass game. It was phenomenal. And obviously our LC has been phenomenal. I mean, considering the line and nastiness of Monroe, us to respond that and respond to their pressure, knowing that they're going to bring pressure, it was really nice to see last week from everybody all involved.
Well, here you mentioned Sauk Prairie here, week 3, Brett, and the record not quite there for them, but you mentioned the rival piece of this with Sauk Prairie, and they're going to be looking probably to come out on fire a little bit here tonight. They're at home, beautiful facility here. What are your thoughts on Sauk Prairie?
I am a firm believer. I don't look past any team, no matter what their record is. It just doesn't. It's not my nature. Coming from a family of coaches, I always know not to ever overlook anybody, and you can take games for granted, and that's just not what I do. So I made sure all week that we're locked in, that the records mean nothing. It's 0-0. Everybody's 0-0. Yeah, we don't know. Sauk Prairie could have had 5 guys suspended this week. We don't have any idea what that's about. So we treat every game as if it's 0-0, as if everyone's a faceless opponent. Doesn't matter what offense, defense they run, we're going to take it to every team we play. That's just the mentality of our coaching staff. And we need to make sure that we're always locked in, no matter who the opponent is. And to them, as I said, this is their Super Bowl. I mean, we've been rivals and played for how many years? They beat us a couple years ago, and I know that was huge for this community, because they hadn't beat us for like 12, 15 years, something like that, and they were able to pull it off. So I told the kids, I said, you're the ones that actually kind of have a vendetta now. I said, you're the ones that lost last time we had this meeting. So you're looking for some payback. I mean, you can't come into this game thinking that they're just going to lay over for you, because no team does that. And they all want to win. They're football team too, and they want to win. So I said, you better be ready for a battle, because that's what they're going to bring you.
All right, week 3 here against Sauk Prairie. Appreciate the time here tonight. Going to be a soggy one, but at this nice turf field. No worries in mud tonight. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Brad.
All right, that's Vikings head coach Brett St. Arnold on a Wisco Radio pregame show. Stay tuned for the Vikings right here at Sauk Prairie on Wisco Radio.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find...
Welcome back to Sauk Prairie High School. Sauk won the toss. They elect to receive a short kick. Right side, left side, 30-35. Far side, midfield, 40. 35-30 inside the Vikings' 16-yard line. And Sauk Prairie taking advantage of a short kick. They won the toss. They elected to receive. They've scored 15 points in 2 weeks, and they're looking to make an early statement here tonight.
First and 10, Sauk Prairie.
Ball will be placed at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 16-yard line. Opening drive for Sauk Prairie is at the 16. Opening kickoff, returned by one of the up men. And here we are. On a direct snap to the running back, right side, cross the 15, and getting his way up near the 12-yard line. Gets about 4, second down and 6. Looks like it'll be Jackson Breinig under center. That time it was a direct snap to Nolan Vills. Second down and 6, we're calling it. Breining under center. Vills, left side. Makes a cut inside, and he's diving near and inside the 4-yard line. That'll be first and goal, Sauk Prairie, on the opening drive here in week number 3. They'll move them up to the 3-yard line, first down and goal from the 3. Now, this is exactly what Coach St. Arnold talked about. No week is easy. Nothing's given to you. And Sauk Prairie here on senior night has electrified the crowd here to start. Losing to Monroe week 1, 43-7. Losing last week to Beaver Dam, 35-8. Of course, Mount Horeb-Barneveld taking care of Racine St. Cat's week 1, and last week overtime victory versus Monroe, 29-28.
Looks like we have a little stoppage on the field here. Officials not liking
clock issue, perhaps.
I don't think
sure.
they like the drone that. So Mount Horeb, as one of the Mount Horeb Gridiron Club purchases, for this year was a drone for the staff to be able to see footage, from up high, and it looks like they're not happy with the positioning.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good call. I think it has to be in the end zone.
Yeah,
and that's fine there.
Yep.
Yep, that's what it was. The drone moves.
And we'll start play again.
First and goal from the 3. Browning under center. Vills in the backfield. Handoff, Vills left side, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Vills.
You know, we said there was a lot of positive things coming out of that Monroe game week 2. One of the things that we said, Brad, off the air was that defensive line for Mount Horeb was rock solid against Monroe. Multiple red zone stands for Mount Horeb against Monroe, and you know that's going to be big tonight, and we'll see if they can get that here in this first offensive possession for Sauk.
Primusberger with the tackle, second down and goal. Sauk Prairie from the 3-yard line. Browning under center, handoff again. Vills, this time right side, trying to find the edge. He's knifed under at the 6-yard line. He's going to lose a couple. Third and goal coming up for Sauk Prairie. And first man through was Tyler Beakner, the junior, 5'8", 170. I think all the way, see if they, near the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. Great job by Beakner. We'll call it the 6, losing 3. Third down and goal from the 6. This drive started at the 16-yard line. It's been on the ground here so far. Jackson Breinig, a sophomore, is the quarterback for the Sauk Prairie Eagles. Vills to his left. A couple wing backs and a receiver split to left, man in motion. And it's going to be Breinig, and he's taken down in the line of scrimmage. Maybe a broken play there. Toby Meyer, the senior, drops him for a loss. Looked like they might try to direct snap to Derek Hilden. And it was a bit of a miscue there. And they'll be back around the 13-yard line, losing 7. Fourth and goal around the 13. Extra point or a field goal. And Brickle's kick hits the upright. Carson Brickle from about 30 yards out hits the left upright. And this Mount Horeb-Barneveld defense makes a stand here on drive number 1.
Fantastic stand there for the defense. Like we were saying before, that was their forte against Monroe last week in week 2. And it looks like they're coming out strong here in week 3. They're put in a tough predicament there with that kickoff position, and they held strong. They have to be feeling good about that, but only about 2-3 minutes ran off the clock there. They have a lot of football to play.
Yeah, first down and 10 here, Mount Horeb-Barneveld. A nice little stand there. They'll get the ball at their own 20-yard line. Pretty balanced team here. They can run or throw the football. First down and 10. Colton Scheller, the senior quarterback, with Beakner in the backfield. The handoff, Beakner right away. Beakner is trying to find a little seam to the right, and he's met with some resistance. And first man through there, I think, was Mason Thomas, the senior defensive lineman. And we're going to say maybe a modest loss on that. So we'll give him second down 11 back near the 19-yard line. 8:38 rolling here. First quarter, no score. Sauk Prairie missed a field goal opportunity. Pass right side, and I think looking for Steinhoff, and perhaps out of bounds, I believe. I don't think he had a possession inbounds, so third down and 11. Maybe 10.5, but can't do 10.5. 8:27 here, first quarter, opening drive for the Vikings. Dropping 37 against Racine St. Cat's and 29 last week in overtime against Monroe. Here's Schaller rolling to his right, surveys the field. He'll throw sideline and overshot. Steinhoff far sideline. They connected 6 times last week, and it's going to be a 3-and-out here for MHB.
Yeah, one thing we're going to be looking here for Mount Horeb-Barneveld is, you said, Brad, very versatile team, run, pass team as well, but it is a little slick out there tonight. The ball's going to be wet. Let's see what they can do on the ground as much as they can tonight. Obviously, they had a significant portion of their game against Monroe in the air, so we'll see what Vikings can do on the ground here on this soggy Friday night.
Schaller, the multi-purpose quarterback punter, roll to his right and gets off an okay punt. It's one of the Brownings back deep and fakes like he's going to touch it. He doesn't. We'll go with the official that was standing right there. It rolls into the Sauk Prairie 39-yard line. I'm sure his coaches weren't pleased with with that play, but no harm, no foul. Pretty good starting field position here. Punt game was a little up and down last week, you could say, for MHB. Colton had one punt that went 1 yard.
It literally went up. Speaking of up and down.
Yes, it's not his best moment, I don't believe. But generous roll here on this beautiful turf. What an outstanding facility they have done here. Year number 2 for this football complex, and they did it right. First down and 10, Sauk Prairie, their second drive of the night at their own 39-yard line. Handoff again, Vills, left side, and Vills, it's Krantz and company. Had some help from his defensive line. Krantz pushed him to the outside, and a modest gain of 1. Krantz last week, 13 tackles. He's got 27 tackles on the year. 1.5 tackles for loss. He is their leader on defense. 7:39 to go, first quarter. No score here at Sauk Prairie. A soggy one, drizzly. Luckily, no storms in the forecast here tonight, unlike last week. Second down and 9 for Brining and his offense. Vills, first man through, and not much running room on that left side of the offensive line. This defensive line did a phenomenal job last week against Monroe. Not as much size for Sauk Prairie up front as Monroe had. And the running game has been ineffective here so far. No gain, third down and 9 up around the 40-yard line. Have yet to throw a pass here. This might be the down to do it. Third down and 9 from their own 40-yard line. See if MHB can get a stop in good field position to maybe turn the tables a bit here in this one. Jackson Brining under center and going to hand off to second man through was Damian Wright Rodriguez. Flag on the play. That'll be false start on the Eagles. Losing 5, replay third down and 14 back around 35-yard line. 6:33 and counting. The drone has been repositioned over the end zone where it belongs. And here we are, third down and 14, and it is. Handoff, second man through, trying to find a seam. Nothing there but white jerseys, and a fourth down coming up.
You know, Brad, if I was Sauk Prairie there, I think I would have liked to have seen the ball in the air just a little bit more. You got third and 14. You've been stopped on every single run that you've had up to this point, with the exception of one or two their first drives, or excuse me, their first runs here in that first drive. But I think I would have liked to see the ball in the air a little bit.
Might need a little bit of misdirection here. Punting situation. It gets off an okay punt and stays in bounds, and will take about a neutral bounce here near the sideline, and the Vikings get pretty good starting field position on drive number 2. See if they can get back on track after a really good start to the season. Turning some heads here, I think, in the Badger Small. This is their first conference game here in 2021.
Turning some heads in the Badger Small and turning some heads statewide. Some of the rankings came out for the division, and Mount Horeb is right in the running there. They have some good conference play to play yet this year, but Mount Horeb is right in there.
Yeah, they have to feel good. A really good win against a very good Racine State Cats team. And then Monroe had been undefeated in spring. They were coming in ranked 7th. And MHB taking care of them. Handoff, Beakner, left side, and nothing there. After a really strong week 1 running game, it hasn't been the same here week 2 or 3 yet here to start.
And it looks like tonight's going to be a battle of the run game, right? Which defense can hold the running game to the least amount of yards? And so far, both have come out pretty strong.
Yeah, I got to believe MHB is going to stick with the run here tonight and try to wear down this undersized Sauk Prairie defensive line. Here's Schaller, right side, the 40, 45, midfield, and cuts up inside the Sauk Prairie 47-yard line. Something he did last week as well. Had 5 rushes for about 50 yards. And Schaller taking his time, and he'll tuck and run up to the 48-yard line.
Beautiful control there by Schaller. Looked like he was going to let the ball fly a little bit there. Saw the receiver, saw the coverage, and said, I'll just take it myself.
3 receivers to left for Schaller. Beakner in the backfield, and a little itchy there for Sauk Prairie in defense. That's Philip Brickle, a junior. Replay, first down and 5 up around the 43-yard line. 4:43 to go in this first quarter. We have no score here in Sauk Prairie. The Vikings on the march, 1st and 5 from the 43. Schaller with the back in the backfield. That's Beakner. Schaller will throw right side, looking for Matthews up top, and a little tall even for 6'4 Matthews. And it's incomplete. He had 6 receptions last week. And a second down coming up. Carson Brinkle listed at 5'10". Might be a football height. And Matthews legit 6'4". Second down and 5. The handoff near side, Beakner, the 40, 35. Beakner makes a cut outside 30, 25. Beakner slips up around the 22-yard line. Nice patient run for the junior.
I think Beakner had about 5 more in him if it wasn't for a little bit slick on the turf there. He had the rocket boosters on there for Beakner.
Put him around the 22, a 19-yard carry for Beakner. And the Vikings really close to the red zone. 4:10 and counting, first quarter, the second drive for the Vikings. This one looks more like it. 2 backs in the backfield, Owens and Beakner. A couple tight ends. And false start there. And this is the motion that we're thinking Sauk Prairie might need to do a little bit is divert the eyes a little bit. They're going to bring Beakner out of the backfield in that, and sometimes that's a screenplay to Owens. Like that split backfield that they're running. First down and 15 back near the 27-yard line. So keep an eye on what happens with his action here. Split wide is Matthews. 2 backs in the backfield flanking Schaller. This time, handoff to Trenton Owens, the 30, 25, far side, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Vikings. No laundry, it's a clean touchdown for Trenton Owens. .336 to go here in this opening quarter. And the Vikings strike first with a 27-yard touchdown run from Trenton Owens. Touchdown number 4 for T.O. from Barneveld. Seven plays for MHB. 64 yards. And they will bring the line in for an extra point try. Leo Pertusati hit a game winner last week. The freshman lines up for an extra point here tonight. Snap. Kick up in the air, and he gets it through. 7-0 MHB, 3:36 left here in the first quarter. The Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Welcome back to Sauk Prairie High School. Brad Richardson and Blaine Bessa with you here tonight. A soggy night in Prairie du Sac. Happy to be with you here, week number 3 on Wisco Radio. 7-0 Mount Horeb-Barneveld lead. A 27-yard touchdown run by Trenton Owens. Extra point was good. 3:36 mark here in the first quarter. 7-play, 64-yard scoring drive for the visiting Vikings. It will be Shelfeffer, Riley Shelfeffer, kicking off. Had an outstanding onside kick last week that was executed beautifully. Here's Shelfeffer, and here it is again. And going to be picked up this time by one of the up men, so maybe going for another shot there at an onside, but I'm imagining Sauk Prairie scouted that one out pretty well.
Yeah, Brad, I'm glad you mentioned that, because off of all the hype from the overtime victory, a walk-off point after attempt, we forgot there was a fantastic onside kick there that we've said this about that game, one of the best games that I've seen from high school, but one of the best onside high school kicks I've seen ever.
Yep. That was a big moment, too. Unfortunately, Vikings couldn't capitalize, but executed very well. Handoff, right side, Vills, a little bit of running room on the right side, gets inside the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 47-yard line. Biggest run of the night here for Sauk Prairie. They gained 6, second down and 4 up around the 47-yard line. 3:08 counting first quarter. MHB 7, Sauk Prairie nothing. Running under center. Handoff left side, Vills, patience, gets across the 45, and then he's met there by the linebacking core. And inside the 45-yard line, gaining 2, third down and 2. Yeah, what a nice facility here at Sauk Prairie. They are doing it right. Just up the road from Mount Horeb. My first time being here. Year number 2 for this facility. Third down and 2. Inside the 45-yard line. Brining hands off to Vills. Vills, right side, gets across the 45. He's met short of the first down marker. Krantz leading the charge, and it's going to be 4th and 2. $1:53 to go, first quarter. Sauk Prairie's third drive of the night. Their first one started at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 16-yard line. They missed a 30-yard field goal to get points on the board. And MHB scored on drive number 2. And Sauk Prairie is letting clock run down. They're going to take a timeout here. We'll keep things right here. Make sure we come back for that 4th down play. Yeah, the first drive, Blaine, maybe just getting their bearings straight a little bit. But that second drive, doing it on the ground. But this team it's built a little different than what we've seen the last couple years. Mm-hmm. They can run the ball. They can definitely throw the ball. If they stay healthy, this is going to be a tough matchup each night for their opponents.
Absolutely, Brad. And for those who have been listening throughout the season, I know you were talking to Brett St. Arnold last week. One of the things he mentioned was this is his 4th year at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld program. He's had 4 years to kind of work through some of his how he coaches, how he runs plays, and now his freshmen are now seniors leading this team. And I think that's an element that you can absolutely see coming into this year. I mean, obviously this team is extremely talented, very athletic, but you also have that effort or that aspect of leadership and understanding of how this team works as well.
A really strong upper class presence here for this football team. They lead the way. 4th down and 2 for Sauk Prairie at the 45-yard line. Brining under center. Looked like some movement. And it might have been a little bit of a flinch out of Sauk Prairie, I think.
Absolutely.
Could have been Hilden. And that's a big 5 yards. if you're Sauk Prairie, you might think about punting this now and not give MHB, if they don't get it, the ball at midfield. Looks like here initially they're going to line up and go for it. We'll see if that comes to fruition or not. 4th down and 7, a full 7 for this Eagles offense. At midfield, they're going for it. Browning back to pass. He's going to throw middle of the field and way off the mark, looking for Brickle downfield. Matthews on the coverage. Again, Matthews a solid 6'4". That's his football height. Carson Brickle listed at 5'10". I'm not sure that he's 5'10", but when Paul's lining up against him, it looks a little different.
Yeah, Brad, I think if you're Sauk Prairie in that instance, I think it's a gamble, right? Are you going to get Mount Horeb-Barneveld drive number 1 or Mount Horeb-Barneveld drive number 2? If you get drive number 2, it's going to be a potential quick score here for the Vikings, setting at just 49 and 7-8. Just the nose is right on the 50-yard line there. But so if I was Sauk Prairie, I think I would have punted there. But see if the gamble paid off or not.
1st down and 10 at midfield. They'll go split backfield again. Beakner and Owens flanking Schaller. Schaller will hand off to Beakner. Beakner gets through the initial line and up to the secondary. And one thing about Tyler is he will never give up. He is always moving forward. We were really impressed with him in the spring. First time we'd seen him really run the football, and as a sophomore, very impressed. And, of course, now 6 months older, I guess, not a full year. Continuing to do good things. 6 yards on that carry, 2nd down and 4 at the 44. 49 seconds and rolling here, first quarter. Now it's Beakner, lone back. Schaller going to tuck and run, and he's sacked behind the 47-yard line. Like Sauk Prairie maybe blitzing that time. And it was Bo Kinney and company. Dropping Schaller for a loss of about 2. 3rd and 6 upcoming here. 21 seconds ago. And looks like the Vikings will get one final playoff here in this first quarter. Another hard count's got 2 defensive linemen across the line of scrimmage. And I don't think it's anything too exotic. They're just getting a little itchy.
They're getting a little itchy. That's about, I don't have a paper here in front of me to give you actual hard numbers, but that's going to be 30 or 35 yards there in favor of the Vikings.
5 free yards, 3rd down and 1 with 5 seconds to go. And clock is running down. They're going to turn their attention to the second quarter. We'll do as well. The Vikings leading 7-0 on the road at Sauk Prairie.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
And we're back live at Sauk Prairie High School. Brad Richardson and Blaine Bessel with you here tonight. They brought the B team, but we're happy to be here tonight for sure. It was fun to see Jack and Will get behind the mics last week. You'll definitely hear more from those two here coming up. Get Luke Young hopefully ready to go for basketball. He's excited about basketball, so going to be a fantastic year on Wisco Radio. We'll get some volleyball in here coming up as well. Get this Wisco Radio train moving again.
After such an inconsistent year, to say the least, last year, and we did have some spring sports to tide us over, but, I'm excited to have a full season of sports here. I know you are, and I know the kids. As you just mentioned, we have a number of folks coming in that are excited to call what's looking like to be a pretty successful MHB football team this year.
A 3rd down and 1 to go for the Vikings offense. the third down run. No gain there. We're trying to maybe work out some technical issues. 4th down and 1 for the Vikings. Schaller looks to the backfield, or to the sideline. Split backfield. Owens and Beakner. Handoff, Beakner. First down, up around the 34-yard line. That's a first down run for Beakner, getting up to the 33-yard line. Needed 1, got 8. Third drive here for the Vikings. Second quarter here, 11 minutes ago, just started here. Beakner again, actually, Schaller got me again. Schaller fakes the handoff, and instead of running, he's going to throw it to the flat. That was kind of an awkward play there.
Yeah, that one got me just looking at the camera.
Yeah. Well, he does a really good job of faking. I follow the football, and sometimes Schaller holds it, and he completes the pass officially, getting up around the 27-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 6, a second down and 4 for the Vikings, leading 7-0. And on the march here on drive number 3. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Schaller. Handoff, Beakner. Beakner starts right. He'll stutter step and then up left side. And a nice tackle on the left side for Jace Elsing, a 6'3", 195 senior. Modest gain of 1, 3rd down and 3, we're calling it. Probably 4 down territory here for the Vikings. A bit of a breeze, not as bad as it was last week, so field goal opportunities might be an option. Snap, the handoff. Here's Owens, right side, getting a good block. Near side, the 25-20. 15-10, 5, Owens! Touchdown! Give him touchdown number 2, a 26-yard touchdown run from T.O. He got a good block on the right side. 9:38 to go in this first half.
And we were waiting to see the official call there. Teal said he knew he had it. We wanted to confirm before we made the announcement, but
yeah, it was interesting. The official on the sideline didn't make the call. It was a guy in the middle of the field who made the call. I guess he stayed in bounds, like we're looking for. Here's that swinging Gates, and throwing the ball to the left side. I'm not sure what was supposed to happen there, but regardless, a failed 2-point conversion. 13-0 is our new score here at Sauk Prairie, the Vikings, on Wisco Radio.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
And back live here at Sauk Prairie High School, a 13-0 lead for the visiting Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings on senior night here for Sauk Prairie. Recognizing the members of the cheer team, the football team, managers. Nice showing here out of the students at Sauk Prairie. Always fun to see that. We saw a band as well. We had about 35 band members up in the press box doing the national anthem. They did a fantastic job. Great hosts here as well. Here's Shelfeffer. See if he'll kick this one deep with a 13-0 lead, and he'll pooch it. And picked up the 30, 35, and getting across the 45-yard line. So another good starting field position here. I think Raleigh's got the leg for it, but they're electing to keep things short. And Sauk is gifted with the ball at the 48. Their starts tonight have been the 16 of Mount Horeb, their own 39, their own 47, and now their own 48-yard line. Vikings lead 13-0. We have 9:32 on this first half clock. 2 consecutive scoring drives for the Vikings, 27 yards and 26-yard scoring runs out of Trenton Owens. First down and 10. Here's Browning, handoff. Right side. And Vills, their main running back, gets inside the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 47-yard line.
Mount Horeb only giving up 1 first down this entire game so far. Their defense has been rock solid. That was off their first drive, off the Sauk Prairie, I should say, first drive, the first defensive stop for the Vikings. But only giving up 1 first down so far tonight. Sauk Prairie struggling a little bit on the ground.
Second down and 5. Browning handoff, second man through, and taken down immediately at the 49-yard line. That was Toby Meyer. And it was Derek Hilden that time, and back to midfield. Sauk's side of midfield, but we'll call it midfield. Losing 3, third down and 8. Just short of midfield. 8:21 to go, second quarter. The Vikings leading 13-0, their first Badger small conference football game of the year, and actually ever. Third down and 8. Browning back to pass. He throws middle, and it's tipped around, and it's going to be incomplete. Had a couple receivers there. I think the intended receiver was Drew Marshall, and Brickle down there as well. I'll check that. That was Wright Rodriguez down there. Fourth down and 8 at midfield. Probably a punting situation here. It's a low snap, and going to get off a good punt, though, right side. Steinhoff will let it roll in front of him. Takes a nice Sauk Prairie bounce far side, and then will ease out of bounds up around the 13-yard line. So another 3 and out for Sauk Prairie.
And that's exactly what I think Sauk Prairie should have done last drive. Last offensive drive was at the 50. You know, Mount Horeb has been running the ball really well tonight. At least make them go 85, 90 yards. Don't give them the extra 35, 40 as they did last drive.
Yeah, nice little punt there as well. Have to go to sheet number 2 for that. That was Bradley Browning. First down and 10 for the Vikings. After a 3 and out, they've gone 7 plays, 64 yards, 8 plays, 50 yards for 2 scoring drives. They lead 13-0. 7:48 to go in this opening half. Overcast and a bit drizzly here in Prairie du Sac and Sauk City. Schaller back to pass, and he's hit. And we'll see if he was going forward. The ball is going to be incomplete. They're going to say his arm was going forward. Good pressure up the middle. Henry Watson, the senior, got in there and put a lick on Schaller. And the head official says incomplete. So that's a break for the Vikings. First time.
Yeah, fantastic pressure there by the Eagles. But I think I do agree. Ball was moving forward. I think that was a good incomplete pass call.
Second down and 10. And it'll be handoff near side Owens. Owens starts wide, cuts inside up around the hash mark, and he'll get around the 19-yard line. What a combination they have with Tyler Beakner and Trenton Owens. Owens just a sophomore, Beakner a junior. Up near the 19-yard line, he gets 6. Third down and 4. That's more manageable. Big chunks, though, on the ground for this Vikings offense. Wide side to left of Schaller. Handoff, Owens, left side. Trying to find the corner to 20. Owens at 25, far side 30. Sideline up around the 32-yard line. And is there a flag? Yeah, there is a flag, and this one might be coming back. Hard to see that flag in the shadow over there, but you could tell.
A flag in the shadow, and it's well beyond the first down mark.
We'll go 10 yards from line of scrimmage. Spot foul. Check that. We'll see where this ends up being. Blaine said past the first down marker, so not a huge loss. Back around the 16-yard line, so they only lose about 3 yards. 3rd down and 7. First penalty of the night for the Vikings is a hold. Negates a first down. 2 receivers to the right for Schaller. And that's the 3rd time that this defensive line have jumped for Sauk Prairie. Got to clean that up. That's one thing that you can handle effort penalties.
Absolutely.
But that's just a mental
dead
mental
ball
lapse.
Exactly. Dead ball penalties like that need to be cleaned up, especially after a 10-yard holding call for the Vikings, pushing them back to a long 3rd down. Now it's 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, yeah, 3rd and 1. Handoff. Here's Beakner. Beakner going to get a first down up across the 25-yard line. Beakner does not go down, gets up to the 28.
3rd and 7, going to be tough. Beakner probably could have done it. 3rd and 1. That's like it's like a hot knife through butter for Beakner.
He gets 7. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the heart of this team is the offense and defensive lines. And it shows there. First down run for Beakner. Now a 1st and 10, fresh set for Schaller, the senior quarterback. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. A lot of room over there on the left side. Here's Schaller's shotgun. Faking to his right. And going to step up in the pocket. Schaller's got room to run left side. Schaller's going to tuck run far side 30. 35 sideline up around that first down marker. We'll see where he steps out of bounds. At the 39, that's a first down Vikings.
I think he gets it. A nice little ball extension right at the end there. Takes a step out of bounds. He's got another first down. Gain of 11 for Schaller.
This drive started at their own 13-yard line all the way up to the 39 now. Plenty of time to go till this second quarter expires. 5:43, clock stopped with Schaller's run out of bounds. Vikings leading 13-0 on the road. Their second road game in 2021. First down and 10 now. Handoff. Owens looking for the block. Gets it from Beakner. Owens going to stretch this out and up around the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. Good patient run, waiting for the block for his teammate from Beakner. He got it. And they're going to say out of bounds up around the 46. That's a sophomore running back who's waiting for blocks. You just don't see that. Owens checks out. 3 receivers to the left. Trips formation on the second down. And 3 to go. Schaller gets the snap. Handoff Beakner. Beakner up the middle. Beakner is going to move forward up around the 49-yard line. I think he has enough for a first down. He's across the 49. Move the sticks.
He does. Beakner, another one that's just not going to go down easy. He's going to get contact from the defense and go another at least 2 or 3 yards on top of that.
Vikings patient here this first half. I'd be leery if I'm the Sauk Prairie defense because they're going to lull you to sleep, and they've got some playmakers on the edge. First down and 10. Handoff again, Beakner. Beakner stretching it out. Beakner gets across midfield, and that's it. Modest gain that time. Sauk Prairie effective up front. And on the bottom pile was Jace Elsing, a 6'3", 195 senior. we'll say no gain. 2nd down and 10 at the just across midfield, I guess. Handoff again, and met once again. That's Jace Elsing making his presence known. Back-to-back plays. Great job. 2 plays in a row, maybe losing half a yard.
And now this puts Mount Horeb-Barneveld in a position they haven't seen all game yet. You got a third and long, 3rd and 10 here for the Vikings at their own 50.
Fake the handoff. Schaller back to pass. He'll throw near side. Matthews has it. 35. Matthews up to the 30-yard line. There it was. Matthews coming across the other side of the field. And Schaller putting it on the money. What a throw.
And that's one of those things. We saw that a number of times against Monroe. Very successful. And didn't want to predict, didn't want to say it out loud, have the classic announcer's jinx, but that would have been a pretty predictable play call, I think, there for the Vikings.
1st down and 10 after 20 yards from Schaller to Matthews. They're moving again, this Vikings team. Fake the handoff. He didn't get me that time. Here's Schaller, and he'll pitch it. We have Steinhoff over there. Oh, that's a new age option play, I guess.
It is.
run to your receiver and then get in front of him and just pitch it.
And pitch it to him. He gets another 2 or 3 yards on top of it, though.
Got some yardage on it. 3:18 to go here. We'll see where they put it down. Maybe on the 27-yard line. We'll give him 3. That one's a run, technically. 2nd down and 7. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Schaller looking to his left, the sideline. Fake the handoff. Schaller looking deep. Schaller looking end zone for Matthews. Overshot him. He had him and led him a little bit towards the sideline. Needed to go up the field on that one towards the end zone. Matthews was there, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 7 at the 27. I would believe 2 downs to get 1. 2:52 to go here. Clock is not a concern.
With how your defense is playing right now for the Vikings, I wouldn't disagree with that when you have 2 downs for sure for the Vikings.
Probably
here.
A run here. Yep. Here's a run. Owens. The 30 flag comes in up around the 20-yard line. The ball's on the turf, and Sauk Prairie recovers it. So there was likely going to be a hold call anyway coming back, but Sauk Prairie able to potentially get a turnover here. Yeah, good stand by Sauk Prairie. Backs against the wall, and our first turnover of the game comes at 2:42 in this first half. And Sauk Prairie will start up around their own 30-yard line. .242 to work with here with Jackson Breining. And the quarterback back to pass. Breining surveying, and he is taken down at the 22-yard line. Big time pressure from Tyler Beakner. And the Vikings, I think, are going to burn their first time out. Yes, they will. We'll burn one as well. The Vikings 13-0 here on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
And welcome back to Sauk Prairie High School, home of the Eagles. The visiting Vikings leading 13-0. Sauk Prairie did get a turnover to stop a nice drive that Mount Horeb-Barneveld had going, but a 7-yard loss on play number 1 has a 2nd down and 17 for the offense for Sauk Prairie. Tyler Beakner in for the sack. 2nd and long here. Here's Brining, handoff. Right side, Vills, nothing there. He'll lose a yard or two, and the Vikings probably calling timeout number 2. Yes, they do. Try to get this ball back. 3rd down and long coming up. We'll take a break. The Vikings on Wisco Radio.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
And back here late in the second quarter, 2:22 to go until halftime, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld has burned 2 of their 3 timeouts. They have kept their timeouts to this point, working out to their advantage. 3rd down and 20 upcoming for Sauk Prairie. They have yet to complete a pass here tonight. Been pretty modest on offense overall. 2 receivers to the left. Single back in the backfield for Brining. Brining back to pass. Brining will roll to his left. Brining will throw near side and undershot. His intended receiver near side. Looking for another Brining. That was Bradley Brining. We got a few of them. 2:15 clock stops with the incomplete pass, so the Vikings can keep a timeout. 4th and 20 at the 20. Brining with pressure gets off a good punt near side, and it's going to take a high bounce, and near side Carson Brickle was trying to down it and went down awkward, and hopefully he's all right. Nobody around him, and that's kind of a scary situation. Went down awkward, but trying to walk it off.
Yeah, it looks to be a little help on the bench. Going to check it out.
So, good defensive stand for the Vikings, getting the ball at their own 48-yard line. They have 1 timeout, 2:08 to work with. Plenty of time here. Vikings leading 13-0, just over 2 minutes ago, first half. Here's Schaller. Back to pass. Schaller surveys. He'll throw deep, looking for his receiver, Steinhoff, and he misses it. He had it and couldn't haul that one in. Boy, Ethan's really having a nice year. 8 receptions on the year. Had 6 receptions last week. Had a chance for a big gain there, but could not bring that one in. 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
Last week, Steinhoff had an opportunity for 2 or 3 additional receptions, looking very similar to that right there, but just couldn't quite bring him in, but having a great year up to this point.
Fake the handoff, Schaller, moderate pressure. He'll roll to his left. He'll throw sideline, and he's got Elstead, his first reception of the night. The hero from week number 2 collects reception number 1. Well, he had 3 total receptions last week, but 2 of them were game changers. A 4th down reception and a tipped touchdown reception in overtime for the sophomore. 1st down and 10 up around the 39-yard line, we'll call it. 154 and counting. Schaller, left side, somehow got through there. Another good fake to Beakner, who was tackled on the option play, but Schaller gets up near that 1st down stick. They're going to say out of bounds. shy of the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 1. We'll say at the 30. 1:48 to go. Clock stopped here.
Good clock management by the Vikings here.
Very good.
In this
we saw that last week as well. Fake the handoff. Schaller. He'll throw. Has a receiver. Far side, 15, 10, 5. Inside the 5-yard line for Wyatt-Dino. His first of the night. He had 3 last week. Big ones. And he has a big one here. 1st and goal, Vikings inside the 5. First and goal at the 5. Split backfield. Double tight. Beakner up the middle. Actually, that was Owens, and he's stacked up. 1:16 and rolling. Yeah, you called it, Blaine. Good clock management, so they still have a timeout in their back pocket. 2nd and goal from the 5. Again, split backfield. Handoff. Owens, right side, trying to find the corner. He cuts, and he's taken down for a loss of about 2. Good job by that Eagles defense led by Parker Hooper, a junior. 3rd and goal from the 7. Actually back to the 8. Single back now for Schaller. Schaller fakes a handoff. Schaller rolls to his left. He's looking. Schaller directing traffic. Schaller being flushed and out of bounds, stopping the clock. Up around, we'll say the 7-yard line. He was out of bounds. So clock stopped here, decision time, and wouldn't be surprised if they go for it here. Up 13 points. They will get the ball in the second half, so that's important. Kind of bonus points here if they get anything. 4th and goal around the 8, and a timeout comes in by Sauk Prairie. Yeah, I guess we're up near the 7, so we'll keep things right here. 23 seconds left in this second quarter clock. Opportunity here for the Vikings, if they go for it and make it, to go up 3 scores. This would be obviously a really big stop for Sauk Prairie. They had a stop in the last drive, a fumble recovery. And this one starting at the Vikings' 48-yard line.
Fumble recovery into a stop going into half is going to be a complete game changer for Sauk Prairie if they can take that on. With the Vikings getting the ball, as you mentioned, Brad, in the second half, that would give them a little bit of momentum to give them some stop. Complete taking the wind out of the sails if Vikings get another score.
Fourth down and goal from the 7. Vikings going for it. Schaller in the backfield, Beakner to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right is Matthews. That's a key matchup here. A lot of room for the senior Matthews. Schaller in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Fake the handoff. Schaller, end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. He found Wyatt-Dino. 2 receptions on this drive, and Dino's first of the year.
Dino having a good season, though.
Very good.
Not, as you mentioned, his first touchdown this year, but not his only big play yet this year. Had a couple good receptions against Monroe as well. So great season so far for Tyler Dino. Add a touchdown onto it. Give him a little cap.
13 seconds ago. Outstanding last drive here for the Vikings. They will bring the extra point unit on here. And it will be the freshman Pertusati Steinhoff holding. Lines are down. Ball down and a mishandle. Great. Now they have to rethink that, right? 19-0. Vikings scoring 3 of their last 4 drives. And leading this one 19-0 with, I guess it's 18 seconds left in this first half. 2 touchdown runs from the sophomore Trenton Owens, and the most recent, a 7-yard touchdown reception from senior Wyatt Dino. His first of the year. $19-0 here. Senior night for Sauk Prairie. Really nice showing here. A cool night. About as cool as it was last week.
that's
wow. Was it hot?
Yeah, I was going to say that has to be a joke because we were propping the door up for you guys up in the booth last week.
Change in weather patterns for sure. I had to actually dig out some jeans and a long sleeve shirt. It's been months.
Had to dust them off. Get them out of the closet, dust them off.
I'm glad they still fit after.
Yeah.
It was a hot one last week. Rainy. Cool here. There's Shelfeffer and keeps it on the ground. Good option there. It's covered up by Henry Watson. With 17 seconds left here, I would believe Sauk Prairie is going to just go in a half and but we'll see. $17 seconds to work with. This Eagles offense, 1 first down in the first half. That was opening drive, which started at the 13-yard line. Good to see Carson Brickle back out there after an awkward landing on a punt coverage. He is slotted out to the left. Here's Ronnig back. He's going to loft it downfield, and it is going to be caught at the 15-yard line. Steinhoff had a beat on it, but it's Damian Wright Rodriguez who pulls it in. I wasn't even ready with my down there. So they go deep, get their first completion of the night. It's a big one. 45 yards or so.
Yeah, we all but had our first half stats ready to rock and roll as they come up with a 45-yard completion there for the Eagles. Puts them at
up around the 16-yard line. So they do spike the ball. 5 seconds left here. They were down in the red zone their opening drive, but came away with no points as their 30-yard field goal hit the upright. See if they can get something positive here going into the half. A little bit of drama here to end this first half. 2nd down and 10, but the clock is really the critical piece here. 5 seconds. Typically in high school, you're not going to get a playoff, more than one playoff. In the NFL, maybe you can get 2 off. But high school, it's going to be 7-8 seconds usually to get a passing play off. So potentially the last play here of the first half. Vikings burn a timeout. Why not? I know Coach Arnold has tried to take those home with him, but he can't. So
they're not worth anything once you leave the stadium.
They're worthless. Yep, they're worthless. Kept a few in my coaching career, and yeah, you can't cash them in. So.
you learn that one once or twice after you try.
19-0 here. 5 seconds left here. Big moment here for Sauk Prairie on offense, and a big moment for this Vikings defense, who is currently pitching a shutout. Sauk Prairie has 1 completion here tonight. It was a big one. And they're looking for a score here with 5 seconds left. Brining, man in motion, right to left. Brining back to pass. Brining rolling to his right. He's going to throw end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Another good stand by the Vikings. And that's the way how we'll end things here at Sauk Prairie as the teams head to the locker rooms. So 7 points in the first quarter for MHB, 12 more in the second quarter. And leading us 19-0 over host Sauk Prairie. We'll take a break and hopefully have some stats for you from that first half. And talk about that first half. And a good start here for MHB here in week number 3. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
This is Wisco Radio.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room, weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-988-4477. That's 800-988-4477. Call 800-988-4477 today.
This is Wisco Radio.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Wisco Radio for photos, stats, the tip tracker, and much more.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates.
As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Nortman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Nortman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknortman.firstweber.com.
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
And welcome back. Live, Sauk Prairie High School, Brad Richardson, Blaine Bestel, the Sauk Prairie Band out on the field and put on a nice display here. We mentioned the facility, gracious hosts here. Really happy to be here. They do it right.
They do.
Here. They sure do.
They do, and I'm sure they're glad to be able to pack the stadium this year with such a new facility. I know they probably didn't get as much use out of it last year as they probably would have liked, but boy, is it nice. Got a beautiful press box up here for us to cover the game, and absolutely beautiful, outstanding field down there. It is one of those fields that as a player, that's you like to play on that one. It gives a good experience for those who are playing down there. So it's absolutely stunning facility here at Sauk after their renovations, and it looks like they're doing a lot of stuff indoors as well. So looking to see hopefully what they're doing maybe for when we get inside for basketball come November and December.
Mount Horeb-Barneveld leading on the road 19-0 here in week number 3. They have looked pretty darn good in this first half on both sides of the football. Let's take a look at the drives here. It was Sauk Prairie having a really nice opportunity to start this game. They returned a short kick down to the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 16-yard line. They would get their one and only first down on that drive, though, and facing a 4th and goal from the 13 when it was all said and done, and missing a 30-yard field goal that hit the left uprights. And really not much going there for Sauk. They even had a late drive down near the 15-yard line and unable to connect there at the end. And Sauk goes scoreless in the first half. Mount Horeb-Barneveld, though, had four nice drives, 2 to start back-to-back. A 7-play, 64-yard scoring drive, capped off by a Trenton Owens 27-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. 3:36 left first quarter, MHB 7 and Sauk Prairie nothing. Turning our attention to the second quarter, an 8-play, 50-yard scoring drive after a 3-and-out by Sauk Prairie. Another Trenton Owens touchdown run, this time from 26 yards out. The 2-point conversion was not successful. And the Vikings led 13-0 with 9:38 left in the second quarter. They had another promising drive number 4, getting down to the Sauk Prairie 27-yard line and fumbling the ball, giving Sauk Prairie the ball at the 30-yard line. Another 3 and out for Sauk Prairie. MHB getting the ball at their own 48-yard line. They'd be good on 8 plays, 52 yards. It's the first touchdown reception for Wyatt Dino here in 2021. A 7-yard touchdown reception from his senior quarterback, Colton Schaller. And a bobbled snap on the extra point try left our score 19-0. With just 18 seconds left, we're thinking maybe Sauk Prairie will just go into half and not give MHB any opportunities, but they go deep and actually make a nice completion to Damian Wright Rodriguez, who goes up top and corrals it down to the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 15-yard line. But then just had 5 seconds left after stopping the clock, and their pass in the end zone was off the mark. And this Mount Horeb-Barneveld defense did the job twice inside the red zone, and so far playing to a shutout and leading this one 19-0.
Yeah, Brett, I know you mentioned when you're going through the stats there, you mentioned 3 and outs for Sauk Prairie, and Vikings only gave up 2 first downs that entire first half. And if you're Sauk Prairie, that is absolutely going to be your focus coming into the second half. It's going to be very difficult to score points and win games if you can't move the sticks down the field.
Yeah, MHB actually had a really nice opportunity, and Sauk Prairie able to get a fumble recovery, but they've struggled to score points here in 2021, losing 43-7 in week 1 and 35-8 last week. So kind of on target here with a 19-point first half for Mount Horeb-Barneveld, and what a difference a few months makes, Blaine. You know, this team in the spring, and obviously a tough situation around. But you look at them here in the fall, and you've got senior quarterback Colton Schaller, who is playing at a high level, and another season under these seniors' belts. You mentioned it as well. This is Coach St. Arnold's senior class. This is year number 4 for Coach St. Arnold, and these are his seniors. They've only known his system, and you go top to bottom from this roster. You've got a couple guys who haven't played a lot of football in their high school careers, stepping up in big moments. Paul Matthews, for example, a senior wide receiver. Been a while since he's played, and he's playing at a high level, top to bottom. Across the board, this senior class is really something special here. It's going to go down as probably one of the better ones that we've seen come through.
Absolutely. A few months, like you said, really does make a whole lot of difference. The spring season that Mount Horeb was granted was obviously they weren't playing for stakes at that point, as they were just playing to get some games under the belt. But it came with struggles. There were injuries aplenty. Obviously, you had the sort of the underlying spring season mentality that they had to beat out. But it was a very different Mount Horeb-Barneveld team than what we were seeing come September and late August into September here. Completely different. 2 different sides of the coin for the Vikings, and I think the fans are excited to see what weeks 4 through 8 bring. Obviously, take it a week at a time, but this Vikings team has a lot of opportunity going down the road.
Of course, the Vikings have moved to the Badger Conference Small Division, so they will miss the opportunity to play the Wanakee and DeForest, who are playing at a very high level.
I don't know. Will they miss that necessarily? Or
well, they're missing it as a team. I'm not saying that their feelings that they're missing it from that standpoint, but they will not be playing a couple really good area teams. But got some really good teams in this small side this year. Stoughton, they've got a really nice team. They beat up on the Vikings in the spring. Baraboo actually has a nice team this year, so it'll be fun to watch. First game here for both these teams in the small division here in week number 3, and pretty good first half here For the Vikings, we'll take a timeout. Not sure we'll get any stats. I thought maybe we could grab a few of those, but we'll see if those come through the fax line here. You are listening to the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
And welcome back. Wrapping up halftime of this Week 3 matchup at Sauk Prairie. Nice little drive up north, and as Coach St. Arnold was saying, this is a rival game on many levels. You get teams that are this close, and they're familiar with each other. And a natural rivalry for sure in many, many sports and football. One of them, Sauk Prairie beating Mount Horeb-Barneveld not that long ago. So here we are, Week 3.
It's going to take me a little bit here, just personally. Ever since we've started Wisco Radio a number of years back, it's been the Badger North Conference. It's going to be, It's going to be a little bit here until we can get out of that groove and call it the Badger Small. But that's what we have right now, a good Badger Small matchup.
Wait till we start trying to figure out what's happening on the basketball side of things.
Oh, I know. That one is
pods.
Yeah, yes. Well,
who knows? I don't know.
Not us, that's for sure.
It is. But the ADs, the schools, WIA trying to make it as competitive and equal as possible. So I definitely give them credit for, particularly football. This is probably going to be every 2 or 3 years. They're going to redo these conferences and try to keep that competitive balance. I like it a lot.
Yes.
Especially the way things are shaking out this year for Mount Horeb-Barneveld. You look at Mount Horeb-Barneveld with Barneveld, I think you're over, maybe a little bit over 900.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're looking at some of those bigger schools in the Badger with the Wanakees, the Forest, Beaver Dam, Watertown. 1,300 kids. Those 300-400 kids make a big, big difference, particularly in a sport such as football. Getting started this second half, it will be Brickell. Kicking right to left. Good high end over end, picked up, far side, 10-yard line, that's Beakner, near side 15, 20. 25, actually that's Elstead. Number 12, not 22. A nice return for the sophomore up around 28-yard line. Landon with some exciting plays last week. That was fun to see underclassmen make big plays and big moments. He's really found his groove here. Starting both ways as a sophomore. Trent Owens, also a contributing sophomore. Austin Liveried, a sophomore. Playing at a high level. He's Beakner, opening run, a flag coming in again. They've been flagging that left side of the line. Probably another hold. Got to clean that one up. I think every hold's come from that left side.
It has. That's the third hold there for the Vikings this game.
And they actually had a potential holding call on that fumble. I believe was going to result in a hold, but marching back to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Vikings being very steady on the line tonight as opposed to Sauk Prairie, but some of those left side holds have started to plague the Vikings late in that. Just I say, it's being steady on the line. We have another one coming in.
This is getting to be unbelievable because this is the fourth time they've jumped off sides. And
I think
it's frustrating.
Frustrating. I think it's the third time they've jumped off sides after an opposing penalty as well.
Yeah. And then flag came in near side. No idea on that one.
Yeah, it was a near side flag there. We'll get the.
So 5. Okay. Makes sense. All right, first down and 17 now, up around the 21-yard line. First sideline warning for Sauk Prairie.
Mount Horeb.
Okay.
Sure. I didn't see the opposing.
Well,
it was a flag on this side,
on this
but
side, yeah.
They signaled on the Mount Horeb side. Well, who knows? It's
we should go to replay.
Yeah, exactly. We need that capability. Who's the boss around here?
I'd like to know. Pass left side and up around that first down marker. That's Elstead. Heating up a little bit in this second half. He's out of bounds up around the 37-yard line, 1 yard short. 16 yards on that one. Boy, he was wide open. That was very easy on first down and 17. Second down and 1 now to 37 after a nice 16-yard gain by the sophomore. Handoff, Beakner starts left, bounces right. Beakner up around the 42-yard line. Shifty and gets a first down and run. He is fun to watch. Not necessarily a power back that some of the we've been used to seeing, maybe a Matt Bloom type of runner. There've been others, but a little bit more shifty, but plenty of power as well. There's Beakner right side, and he's stumped down that time by somebody not on the roster.
Mysterious number 50 on the roster here.
I'd love to give him some credit, but
hard hit.
I'm unable.
I think they announced freshman Bokeny there from Sauk.
Second down and 9. Schaller back to pass. He throws Matthews' ways and can't haul that in. Senior to senior. Misconnection. Boy, Matthews is having himself a nice year. 6 receptions last week. He got a lot of credit week 1 for defending Racine St. Cat's top receiver. And he had some height, some athleticism to this Vikings team. Third down and 9 up around their own 49-yard line. Vikings leading 19-0. 10:16 to go, third quarter. Handoff, Owens, left side, midfield, the 45, 40, Owens the 30, near side 25. Owens up around the 22-yard line. What a run by the sophomore. A third down and 9, and the Vikings set up shop inside the Sauk Prairie 30-yard line.
And he is having himself a night tonight. He's already got 2 touchdowns under his belt. He is about 1 man away from making it a third as well.
Yeah, about 24 on that run. Schaller fakes the handoff. He'll throw left side. Elstead almost intercepted. That could have been a pick 6. Far side was Brayson Ballweg. The sophomore had his hands on it but couldn't bring it in. His eyes were wide open on that one. Couldn't complete the catch. Second down and 10. Opening drive here for MHB. 9:51 rolling. Third quarter. Nice drive shaping up here. Second and 10. Handoff Beakner. Beakner the 20, 20, 15, 10. Beakner inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark him. First and goal. First and goal inside the 10. 9:37 rolling. Opening drive here, third quarter. Vikings looking to extend their 19-0 lead. Schaller fakes the handoff. Schaller, the 5. Schaller, touchdown Vikings. Flag on the play. Beakner doing a nice job. Actually, Trenton Owens doing a nice job with that block. We'll see. So this is going to march them back. The flag is sitting around the 14-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from a ways out. Negates a 10-yard touchdown run from Schaller. First and goal from the 24-yard line. Well, you got your whole playbook available to you now. And another offsides by the Sauk Prairie defensive line. This is something I've never seen. And you're right, I think this is number 4 after a Mount Horeb-Barneveld penalty. I mean, at some point you got to look at the ball. First and goal at the 19. 9:22 to go here, third quarter. He'll shuffle Trent Owens to his right side. That's Schaller, the senior quarterback. 2 receivers left, 1 to his right. Matthews here, near side. Schaller fakes the handoff. Schaller dances. Schaller scurries to his left and looking for Bazzala over there, and pretty much a blocking tight end most of the times, but can't connect there. Second and goal from the 19-yard line. 9:15 clock stop, third quarter. I think Schaller wanted maybe Matthews' route to develop a little bit more, but good coverage here. Near side, 2 receivers now, right side and wide side for Schaller. Man in the backfield is T.O. Elstead. Single receiver to the left. Second down and goal from the 19-yard line. Here's Schaller, shotgun snap. Rolls to his right. Schaller is going to tuck and run and then gets up around the 15-yard line. Again, looking for Matthews or potentially Steinhoff. Or check that Dino. And they're going to give him yardage up to the 16-yard line. He gains 3. Third and goal from the 16. And I guess we'll see what happens if they don't make it on third and goal. 3 receivers to work with. Fake the handoff. Schaller moves to his left. He throws to Dino, and it's broken up. Nice breakup as Dino was settling in around the 3-yard line. And not surprising here, probably go for it. Leading 19-0. A bit of a wind, I think, kind of in their face. I don't know as far as field goals go, but they are going to go fourth and goal from the 16-yard line. Opening drive of this second half. It's Schaller, the quarterback. Beakner, the running back. All right. Fourth and goal from the 16. Faked it. Handoff to Beakner. Beakner dropped it on the ground. He flips it to Dino. And I need a rule interpretation for that one.
Yeah, that one could have been.
I don't know.
That one we do need replay for. That one is could have been disastrous there for the Vikings. Obviously, you have to go for it there in that position.
So they end up getting it and getting inside the 10 and down near the 7. So they made some positive yards anyway. Promising drive stalls at the 7-yard line. First down and 10, Sauk Prairie from their own 7-yard line. And the Vikings leading 19-0, 8:21 to go, third quarter. Brining hands off to Vills, right side. And a decent run there on first down. Going to say up around the 14-yard line. I think around 7.
And a pattern that we've been seeing there from the Vikings defense, I should say, give up 5 or 6 yards on that first down run. And second and third down, they are rock solid. Keeping them where they are, or at least losing yardage.
Yeah, just 2 first downs for the Sauk Prairie offense, and one was a bit of a desperation throw. A second down and 4, I guess we're calling it now. Handoff, left side, near side's at 15, up around the 17-yard line. Flag comes in, and it's not been a clean game. Likely holding. It is holding on Sauk Prairie. Flag is at the 14. So this will back him up. Half the distance to the goal. So replay second down. Ball at the 7, back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. 7:30 counting, third quarter. Mount Horeb-Barneveld 19, Sauk Prairie nothing. Brining will throw near side. That's Brickle. Brickle at the 5. Brickle 10. Brickle escort out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Nice little play there, being defended by Matthews. And a manageable 3rd and 2. So he gets 8. Clock stops, 7:14, a 3rd down and 2. Big moment here. Brining back to pass. Brining being flushed. He'll throw low and short. And incomplete. Flag is down again. Lane, you didn't have any plans tonight, did you, afterwards?
Not at this pace. No, I'll cancel all the dinner dates, yeah.
Definitely cancel.
You know, and
after last week.
Yeah, I was going to say, I shouldn't have mentioned we were going at quite a pace, about 25 minutes a half. Both teams were putting the ball on the ground, running it, running the clock too. And boy, have we stalled here with the amount of laundry on the field.
So it was an incomplete pass. There was a flag thrown. It's on the left hash. Here's the call. Passing interference. Okay.
You know, and I will say, though, Brad, props to Sauk Prairie. One of the only schools where they mic their officials has been fantastic.
Oh, it's great.
From an announcing standpoint, giving you guys the accurate calls instead of just guessing. You can hear it right from the source.
Well, Sauk gets a first down off penalty. They'll take it. First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line after a 15-yard penalty. New life here for Sauk Prairie. Brining, little miscue in the backfield and unable to make anything happen. That was Damian Wright Rodriguez, who was just handed the ball. I don't think that was the design play. And they'll march him back to the 26-yard line.
Looks like
so this is the trend of something bad happening after something good.
There's quite a bit of confusion there on that handoff in the backfield there for Sauk Prairie, able to get something out of it.
Clock
Not
stop,
much.
6:58, third quarter. It's been a crawl here in the third. Second down and 14 at their own 26-yard line. Breining back to pass. He'll throw middle and has the other Breining across the 45 midfield and up around the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 46-yard line.
A little bit of life here now for the Eagles. They have a 19-point deficit here in the third, but they're moving down the field like they haven't yet all game.
Yeah, 28 yards on that. They've had a couple big completions here as of late. That was the mystery man, Bradley Breining. He's on sheet number 2, so it takes me time to get to him. Too many Breinings to know they're all their first names. First down and 10 at the 46. Handoff, Vills, right side, and nothing there. He loses one. Dylan Bacom. First man to hit him. Second down and 11 for Sauk Prairie, just inside MHB territory. Handoff. First man through, and something going there up around the 43-yard line. Ball across the 44-yard line. He gets about 3. Third down and 8 coming up. Another long third situation here for Sauk Prairie. 5:29 rolling third quarter. MHB with their halftime lead at 19-0. That remains the score here in the third. Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. The Vikings on Wisco Radio.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
This is Wisco Radio.
And back live here at Sauk Prairie High School, Brad Richardson joined by Blaine Bestel. He keeps letting me come and talk on the radio, so I say yes.
I don't know if I keep letting you. You keep finding your way up here.
True.
I can't keep you out.
Find my way here. You don't turn me away.
There you go.
Really happy to be here. You'll definitely hear the guys here coming up. But happy to do some road games. Might even hear a Wisco legend here, supposedly.
Yeah, so
we've got
some stuff in the works. Yeah,
got the contract, the ink drawing on the contract with Wisco royalty. But we'll keep that surprise for another night. Well, you're stuck with me here tonight. Third down and 8 from the 44-yard line. Pitch to the sweep man, near side 40, 35, and that was Derek Hilden who took the direct snap. They tried that earlier, and it didn't go as well. And marked out at the 34-yard line. That's a first down, Sauk Prairie. Well, 3 first downs in this drive for Sauk Prairie. They have an actual drive going. First and 10 at the 34. Breining back to pass. He throws right side and can't connect with Bradley Breining. Quarterback Breining had Tyler Beakner in his face mask. Brings up second down and 10. Stops the clock, 5:07, third quarter. Second down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Brining back to pass. He'll throw downfield and incomplete. And could have been Trent Owens was asking for offensive pass interference, and I actually don't disagree.
Not
That's
at all.
Possible.
Do not disagree on that one. They're going to keep the flag in their pocket, but it's going to be 3rd and 10 though. Off of what has been a very solid Sauk Prairie offensive drive here.
Yeah.
One that we haven't seen, a different Sauk Prairie team. We haven't seen this team yet tonight. And in this sort of drive, can they capitalize? Got about 5 minutes on the clock here in the third. Got 3rd and 10 on the field.
12th play of this drive. Started at their own 7-yard line exactly 5 minutes ago, third quarter.
Well, you know what they are doing, Brad, is they're keeping the ball out of the Vikings' hands.
Yep.
And if they can keep the ball out of the Vikings' hands, score once or twice here,
absolutely.
Keep the ball out of the Vikings' hands, you have yourself a game.
Sauk Prairie calls a timeout, trying to get their play ready to go here on a big 3rd down play upcoming and probably a 2-down territory. I'm thinking to get
absolutely
10 yards here. Ball at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 34, so
absolutely
imagine go for it here.
Yeah, you're in 2-down territory at this spot for sure at the 34, down 19-0, about 5 minutes left on the clock, and you only have one timeout left. Sauk Prairie has taken 2 timeouts already in this half, so you have one more. But you only have one more, so this is make it or break it at this point for them. It's getting down to the wire coming here. Still at about 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Seems to be the rain has subsided a little bit. It was a little drizzly and soggy to start the game, and it looks like that has waded its way out of the area, and it looks just to be a damp, cold September night.
Yeah, not a bad night for football. 3rd down and 10. Play number 12 upcoming for Sauk Prairie. Brining rolls to his right. He's going to throw right, and it's tipped, I believe, but it's incomplete. So I'm not sure if Elstead maybe got a fingertip on it. Looking for Bradley Brining. 4th down coming up. Seems to be one of their main targets. It's been Bradley Brining and Damian Wright Rodriguez. 4th down and 10. Important play both ways. Single back, 2 receivers for Jackson Brining. He's back to pass. He'll throw middle and can't connect with his receiver. I think he was looking for Henry Watson. No flag. Turnover on downs. Both opening drives in this third quarter results in a turnover on downs. This MHB defense pitching a shutout, as Sauk has had 2 opportunities inside the 10-yard line. Or inside the red zone, I should say. One was inside the 10-yard line. 4:47 to go, third quarter. We're getting our money's worth here tonight. It's about quantity, not quality necessarily. 1st down and 10. MHB. Beakner is bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. One of the few negative plays for this Vikings offense. Other than some holding penalties, they've been pretty good.
And the Sauk Prairie defense has taken the time at half, and they have read the Beakner play this entire third quarter.
Pretty effective in the first half, but 2nd down and 16. Fake the handoff. Schaller has a pocket. He'll throw. far side, and it's a bit tall for Elstead. Tough throw across the field. And Schaller trying to get all that back in one throw. 3rd down and 16. This kind of reminds me of that opening drive of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But they've been pretty good in between that one and facing a long 3rd and 16 right here. They got down to the Sauk Prairie 16-yard line on their last drive, actually down to the 7. Turnover on downs. Schaller setting up the screen, looking for Beakner near side 30. Beakner up to the 34-yard line. Good job by the Sauk Prairie defense. Some extracurricular with Gavin Bazala being aggressively taken to the ground after the play. But 4th and 10 coming up. I just don't think you're going to get that call.
I don't think so. And they haven't gotten it all night, though. That's the key. There have been a number of plays where you kind of say to yourself, "Ooh, that was maybe a little extracurricular activity there." Nothing's been showing all night, so I think that was a good consistency call from the officials.
Schaller's going to tuck it and run and get up to the 40-yard line. I don't know if that was a design fake, but it resulted in a fake punt. And Sauk Prairie is going to have really good starting field position. So some interesting calls on special teams here tonight from start to finish. And again, not sure if that was called or if that's maybe a read opportunity for Schaller. I'm not surprised with that call there, leading 19-0, but gives Sauk Prairie a really good starting field position at the Mount Horeb 41-yard line.
And both teams on special teams have been very free with what they're looking at. That's the 3rd turnover on downs in a row here in this 3rd quarter. But like you said, it gives Sauk a fantastic position here, 41-yard line of the MHB side of the field.
1st down and 10 for Jackson Brining and his offense. Handoff, Vills up the middle. Vills with a little extra effort getting up across the 33-yard line. Had a couple nice runs here in the second half. A 2nd down and 8 in this never-ending 3rd quarter. 2:45 to go still in this quarter. It's a 2-for-1 tonight.
It is. Lucky you guys.
2nd down and 8. After 8 yards from Vills. Tight formation. Brining under center this time. He'll hand off for second man through is Wright Rodriguez. Has enough for Eagles 1st down up across the 29-yard line. We'll give him 4. Check that. My numbers were all off. I need a statistician up here. 1st down and 10. And that play not as successful. Krantz and Sean Donlin bottling things up.
Sean Donlin having a fantastic season as well so far, leading that line for the Vikings. There's actually I think the team actually put out a Twitter post with his huddle video from weeks 1 and 2, and boy, that is impressive stuff. If you're a college coach, I should be on that one.
2nd down and 11 now for the Eagles offense. Brining under center. Back to pass, and he is taken down and sacked at the 41-yard line. Dylan Bacon. All the way back to the 40-yard line, losing 10. 3rd down and 21. 41 seconds in this third quarter. And a flag. Might have been an illegal substitution. They had too many guys in the huddle.
Yep.
Sauk just can't catch a break.
Yep.
3rd and 26. Back at the 45. I love our job, Blaine.
You know,
get to be with the people.
You can only laugh sometimes.
Yep. 3rd down and 26. Brining back to pass, being flushed, taken down inside the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 45-yard line. Toby Meyer, Bazala there. And marching back to the 45, losing 10 more. 4th down and 36 coming up. End of the third quarter. The Vikings still leading 19-0 here on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back here to the start of the fourth quarter. MHB leading 19-0 after 3 quarters. That was our halftime score as well. Sauk had some promise here starting at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 41-yard line, but now facing a 4th down and 36 from the MHB side of the field. They cannot catch a break here tonight. Anything good seems to be followed by something bad. 4th and 36. And heavy pressure, but Bronny gets off a good punt. All things considered, and it's down by the Eagles at the 29-yard line. This will be the third drive of the second half for the Vikings. Their last drive was a 3-and-out. They did fake a punt, a 4th down and 10. But Sauk unable to take advantage. In a very long third quarter. We're now in the fourth quarter. 11:52 to go here, fourth quarter. Vikings leading 19-0. They feel like they should be up by more, but that is our score. Schaller, handoff, near side. It's Owens. Owens makes a cut inside, up around the 30-yard line, and extra effort from T.O. That's what his basketball coach calls him, so I think I can too. Coach Sullivan. He gets 3 after extra effort. 2nd down and 7, up around 32-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right for the senior quarterback, Colton Schaller. Schaller with the snap. He'll hand off. That's Owens again. Owens up to the 35. Owens. He'll get up around the 36-yard line, and a 3rd and manageable coming up. A big 3rd down coming up for the Vikings. 3rd down and 2. Up around the 37-yard line. Owens handoff, left side, and has enough for a Vikings 1st down. Well, they've really stuck to the run here in this game, trying to wear down this undersized Sauk Prairie defensive line, but they've done a pretty good job of hanging in here tonight. Give them credit. Schaller back to pass. Schaller will throw downfield looking for Bazala. Has it at the 30. 25-20. Bazala inside the 10. Bazala the 5. Bazala inside the 3-yard line. Gavin Bazala, big time play for the Vikings. Beautiful throw. A great catch. Tremendous effort. And it's 1st and goal at the 3. 54 yards on that one. What a throw. Hit Bazala in stride and got about 9 extra yards on effort. The snap handoff, and Owens is met in the backfield. A nice play by that Sauk defense. Bo Kinney, a 6', 215 senior, taps him down and all the way back to the 7-yard line, losing 4. .9:14 rolling here, 19-0, and Vikings looking for more. Split backfield again, handoff this time. It's for Beakner. Beakner the 5. Beakner, touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown number 6 for Tyler Beakner here in 2021. 9:03 to go, 4th quarter. Six plays for the Vikings. Start at their own 29-yard line. A beautiful reception by Gavin Bazala. Lined out to the left side here. Steinhoff in the backfield. And they had a couple guys in motion. It was Trent Owens, I think, instead of going parallel with the line, was going upfield. And the Vikings will go for 2. I'm no expert, but I haven't seen much positive yet out of that formation.
No, we've seen that a number of times tonight, and I don't think it's done anything. Well, I think there was one successful attempt last week with that formation.
Here's Pertusati, and flag comes in again. Wow.
I'm just trying to send out the tweet of what the score is.
Speechless at the moment. Encroachment. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this where you have a team penalized and then at least 5 times the other team is penalized.
Just back to back.
Back to back. So I don't mind this, right? Go for 2 the traditional way. Here's Schaller, split backfield again. Beakner left side in the same play as a touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. Any flags?
Double check. I'm going to hit send on the tweet, so it better not be.
No flags. 2-point conversion is good. And our new score, MHB 27 and Sauk Prairie nothing. 9:03 to go. 4th quarter. A 7-yard touchdown run by Tyler Beakner. Also had the 2-point conversion run as well. Basically the same play. Stretch left. Hit the seam. A 6-play, 71-yard scoring drive out of this MHB offense, who had another nice defensive stand, forcing Sauk into a 4th and 36. .903 to go, 4th quarter. Yeah, Sauk's got some talent. They got some pieces, but they just have a hard time putting it together. And I think the penalties is an indication of a team that is trying to take that next step, but little things like that's going to put you in a 27-point hole to a team that's playing really good football right now. Here's Shelfeffer. He's going to angle it to the sideline, and I don't know. He just drilled it straight right. So there you have it. And you can either make him re-kick or. So Sauk Prairie takes the penalty. And just once, just kick it deep would be something to do.
Nice end over end kick.
Yep.
Give it a couple yards. Yep. We'll take it. But
here we are.
Vikings defense not really seem to be too phased regardless of where they start on the field. This time they're starting at the 44 of the Sauk Prairie.
Yeah, Sauk's had relatively good starting field position here tonight, all things considered. Handoff, first man through, and there's just nothing there. That Vikings defense bottling things up, and I think it was Austin Leibfried, the sophomore, creating some havoc. I've almost said Pioneers like a few times here tonight. I went to the UW-Platteville Pioneers football game last night, and all I hear in my head is Pioneers, Pioneers. My nephew was enjoying the third down call by our friend John Satterley, the PA announcer, at the Ralph.
There have been a number of times I've been calling a Badger game. I accidentally say Vikings. It gets switched up.
Yep.
You call a Vikings game on Friday and head over to UW on Saturday to call a game, and that's just the way it goes.
Just the way it goes.
Nature of the business.
That's why we're not big time.
Yeah. That's why you don't see us on TV. That's for sure.
8:32 to go, fourth quarter. A 27-0 Vikings lead on the road. Playing some good football here to start 2021. What's the plan for next week, Blaine?
You know, we must have had the exact same thought, because I was just looking up what we're looking at for next week here.
It's great radio, by the way. Second down 11 for Sauk Prairie. We have a game against Portage next week. Hand off, and nothing there in the backfield. And that was the first carry for Pagel. And actually didn't catch the number there. Ball is going to be placed up around the 38-yard line. Losing 5, third down and 16. Next week at home versus Portage. And then a Saturday game at 4.
Yeah, I was gonna note that. I was gonna note that it's gonna be a Saturday game in Baraboo.
Brining back inside the 30-yard line, taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Kean Primusberger back there. Check, might have been Garrett Waffler back there. That was Waffler. And all the way back to, oh goodness, the 28-yard line, losing 10 more. A 4th and 26 upcoming. Yeah, Baraboo's 2-0. And short kick is going to take a bit of a MHB bounce.
You know, the WIAA has come out this year and said, you know, they've been doing a lot of pushing for officials. They're very widely known that they're short on officials this year, and they eventually had to say, we're going to have to start flexing games. Flex some Friday games to Thursday, Friday games to Saturday to help fix some of the, to account for some of these issues. And Mount Horeb-Barneveld has been pretty lucky in the fact where they haven't had to have a whole lot of flexing in their schedule as of yet. But that Baraboo game is going to be a Saturday afternoon game in Baraboo.
Yeah, speaking of Baraboo, we mentioned it, but they've got a nice team this year. They beat Onalaska week 1, 28-21, and beat Madison East last week 44-6. They're playing MG as we speak, a tough road. MG and Stoughton and Mount Horeb-Barneveld in 3 consecutive weeks. So the proving grounds for the Thunderbirds. First down and 10, Vikings from their own 48-yard line. Leading Knight 27-0, 7 minutes to go. New back in the backfield and a new quarterback. That's Casey Helgeson, the sophomore quarterback. And I did not bring the regular roster with me. I don't think. Yes, I did. Second down and 5. Third down and 6, we're calling it. Up around the 48-yard line. Helgeson in the backfield. Just a sophomore from Barneveld. He'll throw a right side and had his intended receiver open, but not sure who he was looking for far side. This is really the first time that some of these younger players have an opportunity to play. They've had some close games here in the first couple weeks, so we'll try to give as much credit as possible. I know some of these guys maybe aren't on our roster that we have in front of us, but absolutely want to do our best for these young men. And I think Schaller's going to come back in to punt. Just give it a good boot there, Colton. There it is. Inside the 20-yard line. Good coverage by the MHB punt team. The coverage team. A lot of times you'll see the first time or the first team special teamers out there.
We were talking about Baraboo and Monona Grove earlier, Brad. Just get some scores around the conference here. Looks like Baraboo is leading that game 34-14. With only a few minutes left in the fourth, so it looks like Baraboo's going to come out on top of what was going to be a pretty good matchup there between Baraboo and the Silver Eagles of Monona Grove.
Yeah, Baraboo has a dynamic quarterback. That'll be a fun one in a couple weeks. Portage next week for the Vikings. First down and 10 for Sauk Prairie. And that running play goes nowhere. A lot of new jerseys, not necessarily clean. Any cleaner than the starters. And we believe that was McNamer on the tackle. Losing about 3. Second down and 13. 5-16, a little faster running fourth quarter. 27-0. Vikings going to move to 3-0. And Sauk Prairie gave it a ride here tonight, but they will fall 0-3 here in 2021. Handoff right side. And again, not much running room there. So the quarterback now for Sauk Prairie is Sean Goodwin. We'll say no gain on that. Third down and 13 up around. Up around the 14-yard line, we'll call it. Shotgun here for Goodwin. He gets the snap, back to pass. He pump fakes. He'll throw down the field, and it is intercepted. Intercepted at the 40-yard line. See if we can get a number on that. And that was Brooks Pernot. The sophomore getting the interception. 4:05 to go here, fourth quarter. Has not been the prettiest game, but Mount Horeb-Barneveld definitely looking the part here tonight. Casey Helgeson, the sophomore quarterback, likely your starting quarterback next year after the graduation of Colton Schaller. He's back to pass. He's throwing near side for Pernot and cannot bring that one in. That would have been a nice back-to-back sequence of plays. Not sure who number 40 is. But he's in the backfield.
We'll have to do some additional research. Get some of those, some connections.
Definitely get our interns on that.
Yeah.
Yep. Second down and 10 up around the 39-yard line. Under 4 minutes. Clock stop 3:58, a 27-0 lead for the Vikings. Second down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Man in motion left to right. Helgeson gets the snap, hands off, right side. The 40, 35, 30, and might have enough for a first down.
.349 here on the clock, fourth quarter. Sauk Prairie going to fall tonight to the Vikings. Looking ahead in their schedule, they're going to be at Fort Atkinson here next week. Going to be home against Reedsburg and at Monona Grove. So Fort Atkinson now joining the Badgers Small this year for football, so getting some more action from this region of the state.
First down and 10 play, handoff near side. And a little shiftiness over here to the left. Liam Patterson, another sophomore. Ball inside the 24-yard line, gaining 5. Second down and 5. 3:05 rolling. Helgeson in the backfield. Patterson, the single back. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Helgeson gets the snap. He's going to tuck and run. Helgeson, right side 25, inside the 20, near side 15, and taken down inside the 15-yard line, near the 14-yard line. That'll be a Vikings first down. Needed 5, got 10. That's some good football math there. That's a first down. First and 10 at the 14, 2:26 to work with. Sophomore quarterback. Handoff, right side, and ball up around the 16-yard line.
Mysterious number 40.
Nope. He's real. And loses a couple. Second down and 12. Pernod in motion, handoff, left side, 15. And up around that original line of scrimmage. 141 and counting. Third down, 11 officially at the 15-yard line. Very spirited cheering section, I believe, for MHB. Helgeson back to pass. He's throwing end zone near side up around the 6-yard line. Tucker Shipman. And it'll be short of the first down, actually. 4th and 3 up around the 7. Helgeson in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to his left. Handoff, right side, the 5, and touchdown Vikings. .39 seconds left. They're just keeping things on the ground in that 4th down and 3 from the 7. And the second teamers putting a nice drive together after a Brooks Pernot interception.
We'd love to give credit
I'm working
to the touchdown.
I'm working on it. I'm working on
we
it.
got fingers are moving as fast. Oh, we got a timeout here to give you a little extra time. Figure I was magic number 40 here for MHB.
Not on that roster. See if we can find him anywhere. Well, there's not a single 40 on any of our varsity, JV, or JV2 rosters, so I tried.
Well, if you're listening or watching, give us a tweet at Wisco Radio.
Please.
Let us know who's 40, who number 40 is.
Yeah, we want to give credit where it's due, but it's a fluid situation. So,
after a number of good receptions here in this 4th quarter, only 39 on the clock remaining in the game, and a touchdown. Want to make sure it goes down in the right place. Who got that final? It could possibly be the final touchdown here for the Vikings.
Breaking the action here. Pertu Sadian for the extra point try. Lines are down. Here's a snap, a little high, and kick is blocked. The point afters touchdowns have not been very clean. So after a 7-yard touchdown run, with 39 seconds left, the Vikings leading 33-0. 8 plays, 39 yards for the second team out there. That drive sponsored by Brooks Pernot. Getting the INT. Excellent. We do have some listeners. Thank you very much. We're believing it's Christopher Keel, number 40. Thank you. Ian Hanna. It was just a test to see if anybody was listening,
right,
wasn't it, Brian?
Right, it was. We actually knew who it was.
Oh, yeah. We absolutely knew. No, appreciate that.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
And there's Shelfeffer's kick. It's a roller up around the 21-yard line. Near side. And up around the 27-yard line. Can you give that to me again?
Yeah. Okay. Now we got to make sure we give Keel some credit where credit's due. A freshman fantastic fantastic work by Keel in this fourth quarter.
He had a couple runs,
Yeah.
and then the 7-yard touchdown run out of the freshman.
Good to see some freshman action and some very, very promising freshman action here from the Vikings late in this fourth quarter, giving them another touchdown out of that progression.
29 seconds to go here. Be wrapping this one up. Fourth quarter moved along more swiftly, which was welcome. Goodwin back to pass. He'll throw left side. Has the receiver up around the 32-yard line. And he's dumped down there, connected with Greenheck. And Sauk Prairie calls a timeout. Never stop coaching. 19 seconds left. 33-0. Their last time out.
As Brad mentioned here, we'll be back in Mount Horeb next week as Vikings take on Portage. We'll have some different voices on the mic next week. Brad's going to be doing some clock work for the Vikings, heading over to his second job. And
I like this one more because I don't get criticized as much.
Right.
At least I don't know about it, but I'll try to work a little game clock next week. I was voluntold. That I was
yeah, that's exactly how it goes. That's
my other boss voluntold me.
Yep.
So that boss outrules this boss. So.
Every day. Every day, absolutely.
No, happy to do it. Love helping out.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully have some new voices on the radio next weekend, or next Friday, I should say, against Portage. So stay tuned for that. And then Vikings heading over to Baraboo on that Saturday game. And then after that, looking a couple weeks down the road, it's going to be Stoughton here in Mount Horeb. And that's going to be a big game as well. You're going to be back on the mic for that one, along with a
cast of characters.
That's the way to put it. A big crew coming into town for that one. We'll have a nice production, so stay tuned for that game.
Here's a roll right and throw right side, completed up around the 48-yard line, and going to be close but short of that first down marker. A nice completion near side, a second one in a row to Brady Greenheck, and it'll be 2nd and 1. 9 seconds left. They are milking this clock. And I don't know what just happened. They're at the line. Okay.
8 seconds on the clock.
Did they down it? Yeah, okay. They did. 8 seconds left. Playing it out. Here's a roll left side. The run. Be the final play. Up inside the 25-yard line, the 20-yard line, and not enough time for that second unit. Trying to get off the schneid. And that is the final horn. 33-0. The Vikings take care of business in week number 3. They are undefeated heading into Portage week number 4. We'll take a brief break and come back and wrap this one up. The Vikings taking care of business on the road, 33-0. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Nortman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Nortman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknortman.firstweber.com.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Listen live on your favorite smart